Okay, nice. That's all the requirements out of the way. Okay, nice. That's all the requirements out of the way. Okay, nice. Now that we got all the requirements out of the way, Okay, nice. Now that we got all the requirements out of the way, we can talk about the quality of life. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Now that we got all the requirements out of the way, we can start to talk about... Okay, nice. Now that we got all the requirements out of the way, we can start to talk about the quality of life. Okay, nice. Okay, now first off, I've been at this for a couple days now, so I think that makes me qualified to make this guide because I am in fact a beginner. You won't be seeing a maxed out account with the best gear showing you an inaccurate representation of what the fight is like for a player with lower stats and is a Vorkath virgin. This is for players new to Vorkath and for myself for when I go a while without fighting it and I don't remember the details. This guide will not show you how to speed up your kills, but instead just show you what to look out for and how to consistently kill it if you're new to Vorkath killing. We're not looking for speed kills, but just KOs. I'm going to be walking you through Vorkath's different attacks as well as his special attacks. I will go over the recommended stats and gear to bring to the fight, and at the end I will show you a full fight with Vorkath and try to explain what's going on as it's happening, but I probably won't do a very good job doing that because I suck at multitasking. Okay, now, here are the requirements and the quality of life recommendations that I have. Required is Dragon Slayer 2. It's a quest. It has to be done because it unlocks the ability to fight Vorkath. You can't fight Vorkath if you don't unlock the ability. Now that we got through all of the requirements, we can start to talk about quality of life. 65 to 90 construction with an altar, teleport portal to Lunar Isle, and any kind of pool. So you can teleport to your house, renew your prayer points, restore your run energy and special attack, and heal everything up before you teleport just outside the Lunar Isle bank. In order of importance, I would say lunar teleport, altar, then pool. Alternatively, you can teleport to Clan Wars, walk through the portal to renew everything at once, and then teleport to your house and use the Lunar Isle teleport. With this, you only need 50 construction, but you'll be using up an inventory or a ring slot for the Ring of Dueling. Or you can just heal at the Lunar Isle bank, but that uses more supplies. Now for the recommended stats. I'd say around 90 range, 70 prayer, and 75 defense is perfect if you're new and not looking for a huge challenge. With the gear I have, I always get 1 kill per trip, with the occasional 2 if I have good RNG. I've had 2 trips where I didn't get a kill because my RNG was so bad and was getting destroyed by Vorkath's attacks. It could just be RNG if you have lower stats and or bring lower level gear. I'm not going to say that you can't do it with less than the recommended because I've seen someone do it with less. I've seen someone do it with 80 range and 75 defense. It's just going to be more difficult. Recommended gear: an archer's ring imbued. It gives +8 to range, attack, and defense. If you don't have an archer's ring imbued, or a regular archer's ring that gives +4 to range, attack, and defense, or a brimstone ring that gives the same bonus, use a Ring of Dueling to teleport to Clan Wars, or just the Ring of Life. Doesn't really matter at this point because there aren't that many options for rings that boost your range. Full Void range. Elite if you have it. It gives you a +10% to range damage and accuracy. It gets boosted to 12.5% with the Elite upgrade. The Salve Amulet imbued or enchanted and imbued if you got it is best in slot. The Salve Amulet imbued gives an additional 1/6 damage and accuracy bonus to ranged, but using the Tarn's Diary on it, it also becomes enchanted, increasing damage and accuracy to 20%. Ava's Accumulator gives +4 to range attack and magic defense. This will be your best option until you get the Vorkath head to make the assembler. I've seen other guide videos where they're recommending the assembler even though you're watching a guide for how to kill Vorkath. You're probably not going to have it, so yeah. Pegasian boots if you're rich, but if you're the average player and that's too much, try something a little cheaper like D-Hide boots. They give a +7 to range attack and +3 to prayer while being like 35 mil cheaper. Snakeskin boots if you have Charlie the Tramp money. Anti-dragon shield for obvious reasons. Not much to that one, but if you got 26 mil lying around, pick yourself up a Dragonfire ward. I don't have John Bezos those money, so I'm not going to do that. Rune crossbow, but if you can afford the 3 mil upgrade, get the dragon crossbow. This is the most expensive item on the list, but it will be worth it, trust me. You can use a blowpipe if you have it, but I find myself having to tank more and find it easier to just use a crossbow and anti-dragon shield. Of course, the dragon hunter crossbow is best, but you're looking at around 100 mil for that. The rune crossbow gives you plus 90 to ranged attack, while the dragon gives you plus 94. Ruby bolts enchanted. There's no reason to bring a bolt switch, especially if you're new and not looking to keep track of as many things at the same time. Your ruby bolts enchanted have a 103 range strength bonus and have a chance of hitting up to a 100 against Vorkath while he's at and above 500 health. It takes a little bit of your health away in order to do that, but it's not much, and it's definitely worth it to help you through the fight. The best food available to you, I've been using sharks at 1k a pop and haven't had any issues with it. Curry is a little cheaper and heals up 1 less health than sharks can, or if you're looking for cheap, monkfish heals 16, or jugs of wine at 2 GP each and heals 11 if you're looking for a death sentence. 1 ranging anti-venom, an extended super or regular anti-fire potion, and 2 prayer potions is what works for me. A slayer staff with crumble undead runes. You can set your slayer staff to auto cast crumble undead, so all you have to do is click on the staff to switch and click the target, and a rune pouch if you got it. Well, there you go. Around a 4 mil setup, or 1 mil if you opt for the rune crossbow over the dragon, but highly recommend that you take the dragon. Vorkath's attack rotation is as follows. He attacks 6 times and then follows with one of his special attacks. His special attacks will alternate with each rotation. His different attacks and the big Poppa to look out for. We're going to be ranging and out of melee range, so don't worry about his melee attack. He has a magic attack where he launches a bright blue projectile at the player that hits up to a 30. A ranged attack where he launches a spiked ball at the player that hits up to a 32. And multiple kinds of dragon fire. You have the normal orange dragon fire, then he also has a nasty green colored one that can cause venom. The third is a pinkish purple dragon fire that turns off your prayer on impact. And now the big Poppa. His high damage dragon fire is launched vertically and can deal up to 115 damage, but is halved if the player moves 1 square away, or completely negated if you move 2 squares away. He has 2 special attacks, the acid phase and the zombified spawn. During the acid phase, he shoots out acid puddles randomly onto the ground, in which, if you stand on, heals Vorkath while dealing damage to yourself. You have to keep moving in this phase because at the same time Vorkath fires a barrage of 25 dragon fires that can stack you out and kill you very quickly. For the zombified special attack, he first shoots out a white dragon fire that freezes you, and then he summons a zombified spawn in which you must kill or will deal up to 60 damage. It will perish with 1 cast of crumble undead. You may shoot it with your crossbow, but it may not kill it. So if you want to run that risk, go ahead and do it. If you're looking for a comparison, in my opinion, and I'm not really a PVMer, Vorkath is easier than Zulrah, because I died about 30 times before I got the 1 kill I needed for the Elite Void. Notable drops. The Vorkath head has a 1 in 50 drop rate, and it's used for the assembler, wall mount, and the Slayer helm colorization, and you will always get it on your 50th kill. Vorkath at a drop rate of 1 in 3000 is the little cute pet that you get from Vorkath. The draconic and skeletal visage at 1 in 5000, worth at 5.4 and 27.7 mil respectively, and are the big money items. And my last note for you is to keep your prayer and HP high. You're not PKing. There's no reason to risk. Alrighty, now it's time to walk you guys through a kill. So I'm at the Lunar Isle, getting ready to set up for the Vorkath kill. First off, I will not be using the assembler because, of course, if you're watching this video, chances are you don't have the assembler. If you have the assembler, then you probably wouldn't be looking at a beginner's guide. So we're going to start off with the accumulator, and we're going to get our void right now. I'm going to use Elite Void, our Salve Amulet EI, Guthix Boots, our Dragon Crossbow, and our Ruby Bolts E. We're going to grab, you know, it's only 1 kill. We don't need that many. We're just going to grab 100 100 of them. And we're going to equip this stuff. So now we also need a anti-dragon shield. Now I have an archer's ring imbued. If you don't have the imbued version, a regular archer's ring works fine. If you don't have that, brimstone ring is the next best option. And then after that, probably don't even bring a ring at all. Maybe a ring of life. A ring of recoil does not work against Vorkath, so don't bring that. And just for this kill, I will not be bringing an archer's ring to show that you don't need one. It just helps for DPS, getting your kills faster. So now we're going to set up our inventory. What we're going to need, our Slayer Staff and Crumble Undead, which is 1 Chaos Rune, 2 Air Runes, and 2 Earth Runes. We're going to bring 10 casts just in case. We're going to bring a few house teleports in case things go south for the winter. 1 ranging pot, an anti-venom plus, extended anti-fire, 2 prayer pots. Fill up the rest of the inventory with sharks. Now with this inventory, it is possible to get, I would say, up to 2 kills per trip, depending on your stats. At my stats, the most I've ever gotten was 2. It all depends on your RNG, but everything is set up now. So we're going to talk to the banker to the left, and he's going to teleport us right outside of where we need to be to get to Vorkath. We're going to run north here, and we're going to travel with Torfin. We're going to run north. We're going to hop over this ice chunk. We're going to run right in front of Vorkath. Do not poke him yet. We're going to check out our quick prayers, make sure everything is set up. We're going to make sure that Protect from Missiles is checked and our Eagle Hawkeye is also checked. In 1 sec, I want to make sure that you guys can actually see my cursor. You should be able to see where I'm clicking and everything. So this is pretty much it. After we poke him, I'm going to be running back to this spot right here, and I'm going to be turning my run off and my quick prayers on. Right before we poke him, we're going to drink an extended anti-fire, drink 1 dose of the ranging pot and an anti-venom. We're going to poke him, run back, turn a run off, quick prayers on, and we're going to attack him. Now keep in mind the purple attack there will turn off your prey, so we're going to turn that back on. Mainly I'm looking out for his fire bomb attack. That's the most dangerous one, because if you don't move, you will 9 times out of 10, I would say, get 1 hit. Probably 10 out of 10. Now that white blast there is the freezer thing, and he's going to spawn his little spawn thing. He's going to spawn his little spawn. And we're going to equip our Slayer Staff and attack the spawn. Now these blue ice things, they can hit up to 30, so I would be careful with that. There's no reason to risk, okay? Keep your HP and prayer up. Now this acid phase, just keep moving. As soon as your player turns, just hit another spot, because it is easily, you can easily get stacked out. Turn our prayer on. Okay, we're going to get frozen again. Equip the Slayer Staff, attack the zombified spawn, equip our crossbow and start attacking again. Avoid the firebomb. Alright, so you see there, it can hit a max of 30. There's no reason to risk. Keep your HP and prayer up. Keep moving during this acid phase. If you stop, you're gonna die real fast. Prayer back on. Attack again. Whenever you see he shoot his ice little dart thing, hover over your food, because he can hit up to 30 with that. Alright, so now the spawn is coming. I'm just following the spawn with my cursor, so it's easier to aim for it. As soon as I see the XP drop, then I switch back over to my crossbow, and I start attacking him again. We see over to the left here, our anti-venom is about to run out, so I'm going to drink that real quick. Move out of the way of the bomb there. I like to turn my prayer off during this phase just to save a little prayer. It's not necessary to turn it off, but once you get used to everything, go ahead and save yourself a little prayer. It's going to freeze us. Slayer Staff, follow the spawn, attack it, crossbow, attack Vorkath again. And everything is going to have a learning curve, so don't be mad if you die a lot. You know, when I first started, now I say when I first started, but I'm still like just getting started. I died like my first like 3 times attempting this, just trying to get the hang of everything. The range is getting a little low, so I'm going to drink another dose of the ranging pot. Eat another shark. Attack again. We're going to get frozen. But you see what I mean as far as like the DPS? This is a very slow kill. So anything that you have to increase your damage per second, worth it, and bring it. Now, I'm not going to be showing you how to do the whoop swap, for one, because I haven't exactly tried to do it, so I'm not very good at it. And when you're first getting started, I wouldn't worry about it, because we're just worried about KOs, not efficiency, right? We don't care about efficiency. This is RuneScape. Slayer Staff, zombified spawn, attack it. XP drop, switch to crossbow, and attack him again. We're getting there. We're making progress. Almost out of food though. Drink another anti-venom because it ran out. Hopefully we can kill this thing before we run out. If not, just teleport out and try again. It could get annoying, but just remain calm. You'll get that kill, I promise. And you see here, we got our Vorkath head. This is our 50th kill. You're guaranteed a Vorkath head on your 50th kill. This was to help me as well, because I had a Vorkath head on my 31st kill, and I wasn't sure that since I got a Vorkath head before my 50th kill, if I was going to get another one. I guess this either confirms that you get another one on your 50th kill, if you get one before it, or I just got insanely lucky and this is just a coincidence. But yeah, so we've got this kill with 2 food left, 2 doses of our prayer left, 2 of our ranging left. We got 1 dose of our anti-venom left, and then 3 of our extended anti-fire. After defeating Vorkath, I can use my teleport to house to teleport out of here, and then I'm going to use my altar to replenish my prayer points, drink out of the pool of revitalization to get my run energy and spec up, and then I'm going to use my Lunar Isle portal and go to the bank spot to where we started this whole thing, deposit your drop in there, and then basically we're just going to be setting up for a next round so we can get some more of the anti-venom, good on everything else. Just get a new prayer pot right here. And then also what I like to do is we'll get a jug of wine, we'll drink that just to give us some more hit points, and then make sure that you got enough bolts, more teleport to house. Then we're going to talk to the bank teller to the left of us, and he's going to notice that we don't have a sealed passage. It's going to teleport us back to the south of Torfin. We're going to travel. We're ready to start another battle, and it's easy as that. You did this with, what is this, 4.4 mil, and I'm not max stats, 90 range, 76 defense. I've seen someone do this with less. Again, it's going to be more RNG. So yeah, if you're looking for more efficiency, highly recommend at least an Archer's Ring. Archer's Ring imbued, if you want to spend another, what is it, like an hour, a couple hours imbuing that in the Nightmare Zone. Make sure to get that Salve Amulet enchanted, imbue it if you want a better chance at killing it. And if you see actually right there, that was over a 7-minute kill. That's the longest kill that I've ever had. As far as like my gear and my stats can range from like 2 minutes to 7 minutes, I guess. But yeah, so hopefully this guide helped you guys in some way, and get yourself that assembler. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you like this video and want more videos. Leave a comment below, let me know what you guys are thinking, let me know what's on your brain stat. But until next time, you guys, bye bye.